3, 2, 1, 0.
Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway.
You're loud and clear.
Roger, we're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here.
Roger. Stand by for 20 seconds.
Roger. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area.
Roger, you feel max Q, flight path is...
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine. Cabin pressure coming down by 7, okay, flight very smooth now. Sky looking very dark outside.
All Roger, reading you loud and clear, 7, Cape is go, we're standing by for you.
Roger, Cape is go and I am go, our capsule is in good shape. Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78,100, cabin pressure holding steady at 5.8, amps is 2.6. All systems are go, indicating 6 Gs. Roger, 0 G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous.
Roger, turnaround has started.
Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
Roger, 7, you have a go, at least 7 orbits.
Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. The Friendship 7 can see clear back a big cloud pattern way back across toward the Cape. We're all set. This is very comfortable at 0 G. I have nothing but very fine feeling. It just feels very normal and very good. Have very little dirt floating around in the capsule, just a little bit. And preparing to take xylos still at present time. This is Friendship 7. The head movements cause no sensations whatsoever. Feel fine. Reach test, I can hit directly to any spot that I want to hit. I have no problem reaching for knobs and have adjusted to 0 G very easily, much easier than I really thought I would. I have excellent vision on the charts, no astigmatism or any malfunctions at all. I feel fine so far, over.
Roger, understand.
This is Friendship 7, have beautiful view of the African coast, both in the scope and out the window. Out the window is by far the best view. Part of the Canaries was hidden by clouds. Roger, how you doing, Gordo? We're doing real fine up here. Everything is going very well, over.
John, you sound good.
Roger, control fuel is 90,100, oxygen is 75,100, amps are 22. All systems are still go, having no problems at all. Control system operating fine, over. The only unusual thing I have noticed is a rather high, what would appear to be a haze layer, up some 7 or 8 degrees above the horizon on the night side. The stars, I can see through it as they go down toward the real horizon, but it's a very visible single band or layer pretty well up above the normal horizon, over.
You may observe some lights down there. You want to take a check on them out to your right, over?
Roger, I'm all set to see if I can't get them in sight. Roger, I do have lights in sight on the ground, over.
Just to your right there.
That's affirmative, just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights.
God. My microphone was muted. Guys, my microphone was muted. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to repeat all the bullshit that I just said. It is 7:48 here in Florida. Welcome, man. Let's hang out for a little bit. I'm going to shoot for like 30 minutes to an hour. A little low-key evening stream. I was gonna play some Squadrons tonight. I played a decent amount this morning, maybe like an hour. I recorded some footage and whatnot. But I'm kind of dragging ass right now, man. I'm a little sleepy. So I figured I'm just gonna sit back in the chair with my microphone and hang out. And I will leave Squadrons for tomorrow's stream. Sound good? But welcome, guys. Good to see you, Jesus. What's going on, man? We need to fire up some Squadrons again. If you're on tomorrow, let's definitely play together. I don't know if I'll play or I'll stream in the afternoon or the evening. I'm not too sure. What's up, Cole? Not much, man. My daughter went to school today. Her second class ever in school. And I think she loves it now. She was a little wary of it at first, but she's met some friends. You know, she's 2.5. It's a little preschool. Came home singing new songs. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. But that's basically, me and my wife are going out of town this weekend. A little getaway to Savannah, Georgia. A good drinking town. That's about it. Edward Castaway Foisey, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the channel support this evening. I greatly appreciate it. Edward says, do you think it's possible that Boba Fett doesn't appear in Mando Season 2? I hope it's all fake news. And the Morrison plays Rex in this. Yeah, so I would say the Rex thing to me, I'm not going to say it makes more sense. I like it better than him actually playing Boba Fett, right? And beyond Rex even, I like the idea of it just being a random clone trooper, you know, his appearance being a random clone trooper. To me, that would make more sense. It would probably be more compelling to me if it was just a random clone trooper, right? The only reason I kind of suspect that it's real, and that all the rumors and all the speculation, because everybody since Disney acquired the damn franchise has said that Boba Fett's going to be there's always a rumor that Boba Fett's going to be in a movie or show, whatever that movie or show is coming out. It's always a rumor. And the only reason I think this one's true is because of what Tamara Morrison's talent agency had on his resume on their website. And I made a little video about it. I don't think it's much of a spoiler because I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, that little nugget of information is the only reason that I think it's probably accurate. Other than that, I just, yeah, I don't know. My like wants and desires and the skeptical side of me in my brain is like wanting it to not be true. But, that little nugget of information, that little, oopsie-daisy that Tamara Morrison's casting agency or his talent agency had on their website kind of pushes me over to it probably being true, but crossing my fingers that it's not. But yeah. Anyway, we'll see, man. We shall see. If it's going to be the case, I hope it's very subtle. You guys know me and the idea of resurrecting characters and stuff like that. But we shall see. Oh, nice, Cole. Really? We're going to be basically, we're just going to be drinking all day. That's kind of, getting out of my parents are going to babysit my daughter, and then we're just going to go to Savannah and walk around, go to a couple breweries, pig out on a ton of food. But yeah. I have no idea how many episodes are going to be in season 2. It's probably not some information that's out already. If I had to guess, 10. How many episodes were in season 1? Was it 10? The Mandalorian season 1. Eight episodes. All right. 8 episodes. I love it. Let's see. Season 2. Season 2 actually has 8 episodes as well. All right. So 8 episodes. I don't know when this information was announced, but there's 8 episodes in season 2 as well. Nice, man. Nice. All right, cool. Quality, not quantity, right? We'll see. I like that. I like kind of a shorter season. It's like The Boys, right? The Boys is great. I feel like shows having like 25 episode seasons. I'm sure it's still going to be the case with a lot of shit, but I kind of like these short and sweet seasons. It doesn't feel as drawn out. Whenever you start stretching something, so long, I feel like the creative juices oftentimes kind of start to deteriorate, but yeah. I haven't seen The Mandalorian because I don't have Disney Plus. Would love it if it came out on Blu-ray. Christopher Barker. Dude, watch it, man. Disney Plus is like $7, and you can sit down and finish 8 episodes in 4 hours. Do it to it, man. I don't know if it's coming out on Blu-ray or not. I haven't kept up with anything, but it's worth paying $7 for 4 hours of entertainment. But yeah. Yeah, Watchmen was great too. Yep. How many episodes were in that? Let's see. The first season, Watchmen, season 1. 9. Yeah, we watched that. We watched Watchmen, loved it, and then we moved over and watched The Great, which was just kind of a surprise hit for me. My wife wanted to watch it as soon as she heard about it, and I didn't know anything about it, so we started watching it, and dude, it is hilarious. It's dark, but it's funny. Yeah, if I recommend it, man. It's got what not Dakota Fanning. What's her name? Elle Fanning? Yeah, right? And yeah, and it has the guy from man, I'm so bad with names. Let me look it up. The Great. It has the guy from Mad Max who sprays his mouth with the chrome. Nicholas Hoult. That's right. It's fantastic. Really good. Just a surprise. Loved it, man. Loved it. Yeah, I'm sure it does have a free trial, geezes. Veli Silaki, Star Wars Squadrons is be fun, but within a month people will forget about it and move on. This game was never going to be good. Besides, it doesn't contain much content. We need a GTA Star Wars game. What do you think? Yeah, I would kind of disagree with. In about a month, people are going to forget about it. I'm still going to be playing the hell out of it. Maybe that's kind of an anomaly. But if you watched the video that I uploaded today, that was my biggest concern. The game's great. The mechanics are there. It's one of the more intense multiplayer games I've ever played. And I love it. But my biggest concern, as I said in my video today, is kind of, yeah, 2 multiplayer modes, and at a certain point, the content is not going to be enough to keep the longevity of the game, right? Hopefully, they'll release future content for it, but I don't think there's any plan for that, But no, the type of game that I'm always talking about, like whenever anybody asks me what type of Star Wars game I want made, I always say like a Fallout, Red Dead Redemption 2 style Star Wars game is kind of my dream Star Wars game at the moment, But yeah. Yeah, Sergio, I actually played No Man's Sky when it first came out. I think I put like 20 hours into it within the first, I would say, week of it being out, and then I never really touched it again. Don't Don't know why. Just I feel like, you know, a lot of its development, a lot of its promise laid in the future, and now we're in the future, and maybe I need to check it out again. Steam is not loading for me. What the hell is going on? I was gonna see how many hours I actually have in No Man's Sky. I mean, I've seen a lot of hype for Squadrons, but the thing is, this probably just the Star Wars circle that I'm constantly in, you know. So I've seen a lot of hype from, or a lot of extreme positivity from even IGN and various other, you know, gaming, I don't know, journalist things. I don't even know. I'm so tired. But yeah, man, like, that's my biggest concern. If you guys didn't watch my video from today, that is my biggest concern for the game, is that the potential lack of longevity, you know. Because it's great. It's great. It's fun as shit. There we go. Now Steam is working. What's Generation 0? Oh, Baldur's Gate Early Access now available. What? $60. Oh goodness. It's funny that Baldur's Gate Early Access is available now. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I want to play Early Access. I might get burned out with it and then never play the full release. I'm gonna wait. But I looked for a instruction disc for something today in a CD binder that I probably haven't opened in 2 years, and in that binder is my original like 5 or 6 disc Baldur's Gate like CD jacket, and I was like, oh man, memories. Maybe I'll have to do it. Online co-op, me and my buddy could play. Ah, man. I might have to do it. As someone who wasn't a fan of Battlefront 2 Starship Mode, a squadron similar to that Circleman 628. I wasn't a fan of it either. I never liked Starfighter Assault in Battlefront 2. I don't know. If you're... Squadrons is not like that at all. The kind of comparison that I give is Battlefront 2's flying mechanics is like Cruising USA, and then Squadron's flying mechanics is like Gran Turismo or like Dirt Rally. Like, Squadrons is so not complicated, but it is complex. The learning curve is high. It's way more realistic. Battlefront 2's flying mechanics are so arcadey. Squadrons is very difficult, and you can micromanage a lot. And no, so these two, I've seen some people compare them. They're not comparable, unless you're saying you're flying an X-wing, sure. But in terms of like the mechanics of flying them, not similar whatsoever. But yeah, anyway. Caleb Null, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. HelloGreedo, saw you were in the Navy. I'm in IT, and I'm about to hit 4 years in January. Nice, man. I was curious what your naval career, where your naval career took you. So, first of all, congratulations on 4 years. I don't know. Maybe you don't even know, but do you think you're going to stay in, or do you think you're going to get out? I'll keep an eye on in the chat. So yeah, I went in 2007. I got out in 2011. I was in aviation. I was with a Seahawk squadron. We flew SH-60 Bravos. And for the first 2 years I was in actually shore duty. And then the last 2 years I was on sea duty. And I deployed pretty much to South America and Central America. Went through the Panama Canal, went to Colombia, went to Costa Rica, went to Guatemala, went to Panama, went to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. So that was where I was. And yeah, it was fun, man. I miss it. I miss it a lot. But yeah, it was a cool ass experience. And I'm sure I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat. Let's talk this. I love it, man. So yeah, I decided to get out. I kind of regret that decision nowadays, but I'm not one to dwell on shit from the past. But I think about, the only reason that I kind of think about it quite a bit is because in 20, I would only have really about 6 years left until retirement, you know? And that drives me crazy that I would only have those 6 years are going to go by fast. But like, I would only have 6 years left until retirement. I'd be 40. But you can't kick yourself in the ass. At the time, I made the right decision. You know, got out, got married. We have our daughter. Things would not be the same if I would have stayed in, right? But yeah, I re-enlisted for 4 more years, going to a cyber defense command, going to take my experiences and knowledge and go into cybersecurity. Nice, man. I'm assuming that with your rate, you got a bonus of some sort? I don't know. I see, I haven't been in almost 10 years, so I don't know what the kind of the world of reenlistment and stuff like that looks like. But yeah, I was on a frigate. Yeah, we deployed on a frigate. I think there was about 300 people, 250 to 300 people on there. I'm not too sure. But yeah, man, I missed it. I loved the small boy. I don't know why. I think the reason I liked it so much is because I said I was in aviation, right? And we had our own berthing, and it was a very like us and them mentality. You know, aviation and then the boat guys. So I loved it, man. I loved it through and through. But you know, I'm actually going to the firefighter academy in a couple months, so I'm hoping for that camaraderie and, you know, something I've always wanted to do since I got out of the Navy. Just never pulled the trigger. I've had, you know, various other jobs here and there with the channel and all that stuff.
Oh, your family are doing awesome.
What's up, man? Good to see you, Metal Magic. So Metal Magic, I don't know if I don't know if you want me to say your real name. I don't. We won't do that here. But Metal Magic, dude, thank you so much. It's good to see you, man. So Metal Magic, I met out at EA Play. We got a little sloshed together at a bar called Scum and Villainy. And it was such a fun fucking night, man. Yeah, it was a good time. That was a really good time. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, same old shit. Yeah, we're doing great, man. Daughter's in preschool. Not much else. I'm trying to think. But yeah, we had a good time. Scum and Villainy, yeah, such an awesome night. Glad to hear you're all doing good. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. But that was fun. I was really bummed, obviously, that there wasn't going to be another EA Play, something live that we could all get together. Yeah, it does. Like, I had those pictures of us at Scum and Villainy were a year. I recently looked at them at the year anniversary. What was that, June or July? I think it was June. I was like, where the hell? It flew by. It feels like it was yesterday. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, yeah, it was a good night for sure. June, yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. Really good group. Really good group of folks. But yeah, hopefully, you know, once all this clears up and in the not too distant future, there will be another opportunity for all of us to get together. I still remember most of that night. I remember that bar, for everyone in the chat, also serves doubles as singles. Yeah. I'm probably lucky that I stuck to beer that night. But yeah, man, I remember walking home with Alex and walking to the hotel with Alex and Molly, like middle of LA. Didn't know where the fuck I was, like, you know, 3 a.m. It was cool. It was cool. Yeah, I do have a Discord server. It's in the chat, or it's in the video description down there. It should be, at least. But yeah, check it out. Yeah, so Scum and Villainy is a bar in LA, and I had never heard of it until we went out there for EA Play last year. And apparently, like, Kevin Smith hosts podcasts there. I was looking into it afterwards. Kind of did a data dump after I read about it. I don't really remember too much about it, but yeah, it just kind of looks like a Star Wars cantina. They modeled the booths after the Star Wars after Mos Eisley Cantina, and some of the drinks are, you know, themed, and yeah, it's cool, man. It was really cool. Yeah, it's a real place. Yeah, Google Scum and Villainy LA. You'll find pictures of it and stuff like that. How do I drink with the helmet on? Well, Caleb, yeah. I guess you're not looking at the one that I'm here. Here, I'll do this. Let's see. Squadrons. Okay, here's there I am, bottom right. There I am live right there. And there I am live middle right there. That's how it goes. With a straw, let's just say, with a straw. Oh, nice. Okay. I used to listen to a ton of Kevin Smith's podcasts. I would say 4 or 5 years ago. I haven't listened to much. I don't think I've I honestly don't think I've listened to Smodcast or anything like that in 4 or 5 years. But yeah. I have my main Stormtrooper helmet, which is it's a screen accurate molded Stormtrooper helmet. It's from an ATA kit. You can Google all the different types of fan-made kits and stuff like that, but it's my main one. Then I have an EFX helmet that is not good. It's like a just out of the box, doesn't look good. It's not screen accurate. I don't like it, but it's the first thing that I ever bought after It's the helmet that, if you watch my early videos, it's the helmet that I wore.
Got to go to
one sec.
Villainy for my 21st. The Harley Quinn was a hell of a first cocktail, lol. Wanted to ask if you played Mass Effect.
Galactic Greaser, thank you so much, man. I love that username. That's I love that username. But give me one sec, man. I appreciate that. So I have those two helmets. Then I have a Dawn Post TIE Pilot helmet, which I wore in my Squadrons review video, and then I have a Darth Vader helmet that I love. I actually put it on today to record a video that should come out on Saturday or Friday. I can't remember. And then I have a Greedo mask, and then I have a Jar Jar mask, and I think that's it. Yeah. So. Yep. Anyway. Galactic Greaser, thank you so much for the channel support. Galactic says, got to go to Scum and Villainy for my 21st. The Harley Quinn was a hell of a first cocktail, LOL. Wanted to ask if you played Mass Effect. I gotta look this cocktail up first. Let's see if it's still in existence. Scum and Villainy. Maybe they don't have their cocktails listed. Just made me Harley Quinn just made me an old fashioned. Okay, people are talking about in Harley Quinn. People are talking about like, the bartenders being dressed as Harley Quinn. I'm curious what's in it. But yeah, that's a pretty good 21st birthday, man, for sure. That's awesome. Yeah, there were definitely some people in the bar that were like well under 21, maybe under 18. I think they there were a few people who were like sitting in the corner, watching kind of like this big Star Wars crowd, and some of them were definitely definitely underage. But that's a hell of a 21st, man. My 21st birthday was spent at Epcot down in Orlando, and we basically drank around the world, and it was fun. It was fun. So, Greaser, you asked about Mass Effect. I have only played, I would say, actually, let me look on Steam. Let me see how long I've played of Mass Effect, the first Mass Effect, because that's the only one I've ever played. And I haven't played much of it. I take that back. I have played something. So, Mass Effect, I own Mass Effect and Mass Effect 2 on Steam. I've never played Mass Effect 2. I have almost 10 hours logged in the first Mass Effect. I don't really think I got very far whatsoever in it. Then I played maybe a couple hours of Andromeda. I bought Andromeda when it was out for a couple years, and I got it on eBay for like $5, something like that. But yeah, it's like if I could, I have a hard time getting. I know I would love it. The world building of it. I know it has an extensive lore. You know, I love the sci-fi of it. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Just the overall atmosphere that I remember playing is great. But for whatever reason, man, I have a really hard time getting into single-player RPGs. I don't know why. It's very rare for me to like just dive into single player RPGs. I'm trying to think of the last one that I logged a bunch of hours into. Probably Fallout 4. But not even that many hours. I'd probably say like 20 hours. And that's not very much for a game like that, you know. So for whatever reason, my brain, basically my whole life, I've always had a hard time getting into single player RPGs. Yeah, so I would say that's kind of changed since I had a kid. Because my mornings now, like on the weekends, are spent. I wake up at 5 in the morning on the weekends. I wake at 5 in the morning every single day, even on the weekends. I have to. I don't have to, but like I force myself to. I don't like sleeping in. I like to wake up and get shit done. And getting shit done for me on the weekends means playing video games. So my alarm goes off 5 in the morning on Saturday, and I sit on the couch and I play a game. And lately, I've been playing Stranger Things 3, the game, on my Xbox, and I can't get enough, man. I love it. I put a little Spotify in my ear, and I play some Stranger Things 3. It's awesome. I don't know why. So maybe one day I'll fire up some Mass Effect on the Xbox, but yeah, I have to do that. Yeah, I have to do that, Chris. Yeah, it's like. I love playing video games, and I don't really have time to play video games. So I have to make time to play video games, you know. But anyway, Greaser, I appreciate that, man. And cheers. Cheers to scum and villainy. There you go. Yeah, Mass Effect has been a series that I've always been interested in. I've just never been able to just like, I don't know. And it's nothing against Mass Effect. It's every like single player RPG. Don't know why. Obviously I'm excited to see Dune, but not like in a way that I'm familiar with, you know. I never read the book. I never saw the original movie. And I've always been vaguely familiar with it. So obviously I'm going to see it. It just got delayed for a year, right? I think. But yeah, my hype isn't really there. I'm excited to see it, but it's, you know, I'm sure if I read the book, if I was more immersed in that world, there's no question in my mind that it would I'd be super pumped for it. But yeah, I guess I have a year to read the book. Let's see. Or it's a series of books, right? It's not just one book. Dune book series. Let's see. Is it a series? That's how little I know about it. Cultural influence, space exploration. Wrote 5 sequels. (1965) Frank Herbert. Okay, Dune. Let's see. Dune, Amazon. Let's see. $10 on the Kindle. Okay. Yeah, I should read it. Whee! 890 pages. Goodness gracious. Better be ready. I'm glad I got that year. All right, I'll check it out. Yeah. Is it really that long? That's crazy. Oh shit, Chris! Thank you so much for the channel support, man. I did not hear the notification. I wasn't paying attention to my second monitor. Chris, did the notification go off? It must have. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Probably I was just looking at Dune. But Chris, thank you so much, man. Been a while since I super chatted. Here you go. Well, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate the hell out of that channel support this evening, man. As we look at some Dune. But hope you're doing well, man. Still need to wait, publication date 2003. Oh, it's the 25th anniversary. Wait, that's not even right. Anyway. Wait, 2003. Oops. That's not even right. Weird. I'll have to look into it. I'm definitely going to read it before the movie comes out. I say that now, but it's probably not going to happen. I've been like trying to get into reading Alphabet Squadron and Master and Apprentice, and it's nothing against those two books. It's just like whenever I have ambition to read, I plop in bed and I pull out my Kindle and I'm sitting there and I read a page and I just like my eyes start getting heavy. I don't know why, man. That's how it is. That's how it is. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I love that music too. You want me to play that song that I used in my morning coffee video recently? Here we go. It's a fun song. It's it's my like 80s, 90s VHS intro. That's going to be the intro for every single morning coffee video ever now. I'm just going to change up the little cutscenes and stuff like that. But yeah. Awesome. All right. Yeah, every single morning coffee video is going to have that song and the dumb shit that I did in my last one. Love it. Love it. It's Jesus. It's called Lilac. Well, it's up in the top left right now playing, but it's called Lilac Skies by Corbin Kites, and it's just a song. YouTube. If you are a YouTuber, if you have a YouTube channel, you have access to every basically this entire library of free music that you can use for your videos. Copyright free, no worries whatsoever. You download it from this YouTube audio library and you can use it. And pretty much every single song that you hear on my channel is from this audio library. And over the years, they've gotten so good at including really great different stuff and some synthy stuff and some kind of, yeah, this shit that you're listening to right now. Yeah, fits the vibe of the channel. I do a lot of blues and pinks. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, if you want to hear it and see what I created to go along with it, watch my most recent video called Real Fans, Fake Fans, or it's called something like that. But yeah, you see. There we go. No, I wouldn't consider doing a rewrite video of the prequels, man. Like, that's not, you know, that's not my wheelhouse. I don't, like, I've never hinted at or alluded at or had the ego that I think that I would ever be able to rewrite the movies better than they are written. Like, it's not in my wheelhouse, man. It seems like a giant waste of time for me. Maybe some people would be great at that. I know some people, I've actually talked to people that have actually done kind of fan rewrites of The Phantom Menace. Cool. It's just not something that I have any interest in doing myself, you know. This is really quiet. This is a song by Stud Bagel, a HelloGreedo viewer. I love it. It feels like I'm just like floating. It feels like I'm in line waiting for Space Mountain. I love it. Yeah, Edward, that's my plan. I'm gonna be reading Light of the Jedi. That's what it's called, right? That's the first one. I'm definitely gonna be reading that when it comes out. Really excited for that one just because of the new factor, you know. Yeah, it's probably gonna take me a while. Like, I know other YouTubers burn through shit. They read a book in a day. You know, they'll watch an entire series in a day. I don't have time to do that. I'm not a very topical YouTuber, so I'll probably give my, like, Light of the Jedi review 3 months after it comes out, so... But, yeah. That's funny, Gamer Boy. Why? Because of the cursing? Well, yeah, it's really cool, though. Like, I've heard that from a lot of people. Not that exact story, but, you know, this channel's been around for... Oh, is the stream still up? Can you guys still hear me? It shows that it's loading on my screen. Can you still hear me? Maybe. Well, let's see. I guess you... Okay, you can. Oh, what's up, Caleb? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so I've heard, you know, the channel's been in existence for 9 years, and it's kind of cool. I've heard that from a lot of people. You know, I watched you when I was 15, 16, and now I'm graduating college. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of neat how long this thing's been going on, and how 9, 10 years is a long time, you know. It's kind of cool. But yeah. Yeah, Splinter of the Mind's Eye. I actually read a bunch of that, and I kind of did a memory dump. I don't really remember. And I actually made a video about it, too. I think. Oh, no, it was a part of a bigger video. It was a part of a video, I think, that was talking about Star Wars retcons and stuff like that. I think. Yeah. Oh, okay, Adam. Yeah, I think it was from Star Wars retcons. It was, what is that video called that I made?
From their website, Arid Uro Ultra Blue Curacao Coconut Rum
Oh,
Saint
nice.
Germain Elderflower Lime Pineapple Extra Boozy, cause I told the bartender it was my birthday.
Nice.
She was fittingly dressed as Harley.
Oh, cool. One sec. Yeah, here's this video that I was talking about. I think I mentioned it in there. This video is over a year old. That's kind of crazy to think about. Did I make this when I... Oh yeah, okay. I made this. We were living with my folks while our new house was being built, so I made this then. That's a fun video. Cool. Galactic Greaser, thank you so much for the extremely generous super chats and channel support this evening, man. I greatly appreciate it, and I love this. From their website, Herradura Ultra. I don't know what that is. I know what Blue Curacao is, but what is Herradura Ultra? Oh, it's tequila. Tequila, okay, and Blue Curacao, coconut rum, Saint Germain elderflower. I don't know what that is. Saint Germain elderflower, a liqueur. Okay, created in an artisanal French manner from the freshly handpicked elderflower blossoms. Lime, pineapple, extra boozy. Because I told the bartender it was my birthday. She was fittingly dressed as Harley. That's awesome, man. That sounds pretty damn delicious. I'm trying to think. A blue motherfucker drink. There's a drink that sounds very similar to that we used to order when I was on deployment called a blue motherfucker. I'm trying to think how similar it is. Blue Curacao, sweet and sour mix, vodka. Oh, it's vodka, not tequila. Okay. That sounds pretty damn delicious, man. We like to make our own cocktails at home, and we do a lot of like margaritas, but we also do like coconut rum, mojitos and stuff like that. We grow our own mint and kind of, mash it in the glass and put some coconut rum in it. That sounds really damn good, man. That sounds really damn good. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. But yeah, I used to get that blue motherfucker drink and hurricanes quite a bit on deployment. That's really the only time I was majorly drinking cocktails and stuff like that. It's something about pulling into port after like a month out at sea, and you're on the beach and you just want something nice, You're in Panama, you're in Costa Rica, and you just want a nice cocktail in an unfamiliar place. And it's delicious. But I appreciate that, Greaser. We're actually going to Savannah, Georgia this weekend, which is a great drinking city. And there's a couple cocktail bars that my buddy recommended. So I think you've gotten me in the mood for something yummy. Not just my normal go-to kind of stouts. Maybe I'll get something yummy, right? But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Hell yeah. Cheers. I've spent 2 birthdays in Portsmouth, England, and Rota, Spain. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I was out from October to like mid-April, early October to mid-April. And yeah, so basically I was floating in the ocean for Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween and everything. We were actually in port for New Year's, which was cool. We were in like a casino in Panama, which was fun. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Are you enjoying it, Caleb? Are you enjoying it? I mean, obviously you re-enlisted, but yeah, it's some people make the most of it. Some people fit right in. I found that I loved it and I fit right in. But after deployment, I only had like 2 months left until I either got out or re-enlisted, and I just me and my wife, my then girlfriend, now wife, I was ready to get out, start something new, but I never disliked it. It was always a good fun adventure. But yeah, it's got ups and downs. Work to the bone. So I'm looking forward to shore. I'm sure. Yeah, shore duty's great. Yeah, well, yeah, shore duty's great, man. It was weird because the first 2 years that I was in was on shore duty. So it was like the first 2 years I was in the Navy, it was basically like any other job. I got to work at like 6 in the morning, went home at 4. Just like any other job. I mean, it's weird to think about how the first 2 years in the Navy, I was just basically like, yeah, going in and checking logbooks and scheduling maintenance for aircraft. And yeah, might as well have been working at Delta. But yeah. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. What would you like in a Star Wars spiritual successor? Ooh, well, there's already a shitload of Star Wars spiritual successors, right? I mean, there's shows like Firefly is a great example. I would say that a lot of The Expanse even, picks. It's hard to not watch science fiction nowadays and feel some Star Wars influence, right? But I feel like one of the biggest kind of spiritual successors is Firefly, and I love it. The parts that I love that I guess you would call spiritual successor stuff is that sci-fi western, You see sci-fi western types of things all the time. All the time. Gunslingers in space, But yeah, so I don't know what I personally would want if yeah, like I said, like it's very hard to watch sci-fi and not even like the new Star Trek movies, I see more Star Wars than I do the original series or the Next Generation in those movies, So it's like, yeah, it's very hard to watch science fiction and not nowadays and not feel some Star Wars influence. And it's, we're kind of at the generation now of movie makers who grew up watching Star Wars, the original Star Wars, when they were kids, and you can obviously feel that influence kind of permeating throughout today's, filmmakers and stuff like that, and writers and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, it's interesting to think about. And I feel like maybe people get a little too close to the edge when they write. And sometimes things feel almost like fan fiction-y, I'll be working 2 on, 2 off 8-hour shifts, and you change watches, but I'll be only working half the month. Wait, let me read that again. We're working 2 on and 2 off. Oh, I see. That's not bad at all. That's pretty damn great. I remember the first time that I stood a late night watch. The first time that I stood a late night watch, it was like a 4-hour or 8-hour chunk. I want to say it was like an 8-hour chunk, or maybe it was 6. I can't remember what the schedule was like. But the first time that I stood watch at my squadron, I was an E4, manning the desk, and it was like maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, and there was a call. And it was a drill, but the call was like, down to aircraft, location, blah, 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 blah. And this, it was obviously the officer on duty, the duty officer. And I had no idea what the hell to do. Like I don't think anybody's really trained when they stand duty. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. Should I call 911? And the guy was like, what? I was just like, I don't know what the hell to do, man. Nobody told me what to do. Like my LPO just told me to sit here for 8 hours and answer the phone if it rings. I don't know what the hell to do. But yeah, it was like a very weird, embarrassing moment. Like it's a drill, obviously, but it could happen, and there's a lot of responsibility that you have sitting there with this phone, and you're supposed to contact so many people when something happens. But I had no idea. I was, an E4, basically like 5 months out of boot camp, no idea what the hell I was doing. But yeah. Let's see. NMX, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. NMX says, longtime fan, you may have talked about it before, but how about Dune as a spiritual successor? And how do you feel about Dune, if you feel at all? So Dune, Star Wars is a spiritual successor to Dune, right? Dune was made or written in the 60s, right? Dune, 65. Okay. So yeah, we kind of briefly touched on it earlier. I don't have a history with Dune whatsoever. And I've always known of it. I've always known that there's, it's just kind of a classic sci-fi, beloved sci-fi. So many people love it. I actually own the book, but it's one of those books I bought when I was probably 18 and I never touched. I actually owned the movie, and I think I bought it, maybe 10 years ago at Walmart, for a couple bucks in like a DVD bin. Never watched it. So like, for whatever reason, I've never dove into any of it. I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't know why. I've never jumped into it. So, with the movie being pushed back, maybe I'll try to read it. It'd be stupid. It would be stupid for me not to read it in a year, right? And yeah, it would be really dumb of me to not have read Dune before the movie comes out, considering it has been delayed a year. So if the release date of Dune comes around and I have not read the book by the time it releases, I want you guys to give me so much shit. I'll read it. How about that? I'll read it. So yeah, NMAX. Yeah, old movie was garbage. Yeah, I don't know why I never watched it either. It's kind of funny. I owned it. It's probably still. I actually gave, when we moved into this new house, I gave like all of my old DVDs to Goodwill. So it's probably sitting in Goodwill still. But yeah, $10 on the Kindle. Dune. Got a year to read it. I'll knock it out. I promise. I will promise you. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. And Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much once again. Oscar says, ever read books by Cormac McCarthy? I've never read them. I obviously have seen the movies that they were based off of. The Road. Isn't there another one? Let me do Googling. Cormac McCarthy books. No Country for Old Men, The Road, Child of God. What all were made into movies? Child of God, All the Pretty Horses, The Counselor, No Country for Old Men, The Unbelievers. What is The Unbelievers? Looks like a documentary. Is it a documentary? It is a documentary, okay. Oh, Lawrence Krauss. Oh, what does this have to do with Cormac McCarthy? Oh, Richard Dawkins and Lawrence Krauss. Okay, what the hell does this have to do with Cormac McCarthy? Why did this come up? Is he interviewed in it or something? Anyway, nope, never read them, man. Never read them. But The Road I have on DVD, and it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm still puzzled why The Unbelievers is coming up as a Cormac McCarthy movie, but I don't see him in it at all. Anyway. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. The West Side Story remake. I didn't know they were remaking it. Donnie from Disney's 20th Century Studios and Steven Spielberg is among the movies that got rescheduled. It will debut on December 10th and 20th. Thoughts? I grew up watching West Side Story. When you're a jet all the way, man. Like, yeah, my sister was big into dance, and I've always had like a pretty huge soft spot for musicals and stuff like that. And yeah, West Side Story is great. Yeah. I actually did not know they were making a remake. I'll have to look into that. Let's see. Let's see. West Side Story remake. Steven Spielberg shares West Side Story raps. The remake of the Academy Award. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Who is in it? Any familiar faces from me? Probably not. Ansel Elgort. What do I know him from? Caleb Nall, thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the fleet, man. I greatly appreciate that. If everybody in the chat could do me a big favor and tell Caleb welcome to the fleet, I appreciate the hell out of that, man. Don't know if you're into it, but you get a special role in the HelloGreedo Discord server. You can link up your YouTube account with Discord and you get a role. And I also do supporter Q&As usually once a month. And it's usually the first Monday of every month. But gonna have to push it because that would have been yesterday. So probably gonna do it middle of the week next week. So keep an eye out for like a community post when I do that. But dude, thank you so much for becoming the latest member of the fleet and supporting the channel on a monthly basis, man. I appreciate the hell out of it. You got demoted, yeah. What is your rank out of curiosity? I based all these off of obviously Navy ranks, but now you're a seaman. Sorry. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Jen, thank you so much for the channel support. I'm thinking about buying a TIE Fighter helmet. Can you give me some advice on where? So, yeah, it depends on, I like this question. It depends on what you are looking for. Because, okay, so like TIE Pilot helmet. You can get a fantastic, like this. I'm going to link you something. It depends on what you want, well, I don't know if this is any good. I want to do some research before. Let's see. TIE Pilot armor. Grows a model. Blah, 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 blah. So you can go with something like this. I'm linking it in the chat, Jen. Never mind. It's not going to work. Or maybe this will. I don't know if this will. Let's see. You might have to copy and paste that. But you can go with something like this that is very, very screen accurate. You can tell it was molded. I would steer actually, well, don't buy that one. It just looks really nice. Look into it first. I don't know if that's 5.0 first approvable or whatnot, but it looks pretty sharp. And it looks like they know what they're doing for screen accuracy. Or you can go with what's called and let me help you find. Let me just find you some links real quick. All right. Dawn Post TIE Pilot. Hopefully you'll find some. Weird. Okay, I'm actually surprised that I'm actually really surprised that okay, this is strange. So this is the only one Don Post helmet that I found. Don't buy this one. It's missing the bubble eyes. And this is the one that I have. I would not buy it again. I would I'd invest in something a little better. 501st approved helmet. 501st. Let me see on eBay if somebody's making or selling something. Yeah. So great condition, pre-owned. 16 watchers. Yeah, it all depends, man. This is a really nice one that I'm about to link again. This one is super nice. Handmade wearable tie fiberglass painted with automotive paint. You can see the cosplay. And it's $150. Looks really sharp. But it all depends on what you want. You could spend a ton of money on something super nice. Or you could spend a little amount of money on something that isn't all that great. Yeah, it's really so if you are looking for something really accurate and nice and, indistinguishable from what they used in the movies, go to Jolly Rod. Is it Jolly Rogers? Yeah, I think it's Jolly Rogers 501st. Yeah, so Google here's a link to a forum. Okay, WeGen, this is where you need to start. If you want to get into, if you're looking to get into the 501st, if you're looking for a very screen accurate TIE pilot helmet, Jolly Roger Squadron is the place to be. Sign up for the forums, ask questions. If you're looking to get, something screen accurate and great. Now, if you're looking for something whatever, just buy something on Amazon like a Don Post helmet. But, if you're going to be spending $100 on a Don Post helmet anyway, you could spend a little extra and get something like very accurate, screen accurate, That's a lot of stupid information from me, and I probably could have I could have condensed that quite a bit. But, yeah, it's a good start, I guess. I would go to the link that I just posted. And the Jolly Roger forum, sign up for the forum, see what they're doing. People have full helmet builds on there. That is where you should start if you're looking for screen accuracy and something that is just like, great. Like, yeah. And the thing is, my Stormtrooper helmet is screen accurate. It's an ATA helmet, and it's not that much. It's probably cheaper than like a shitty Ruby's helmet you can buy, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, if you have any more questions, WeGen, shoot them to me on Twitter. I'll hopefully point you in the right direction. But, all right, guys. So that is it for me tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me this evening. Tomorrow, I'm going to stream in the afternoon. And I'll be streaming some Squadrons. Probably around, I don't even know, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, somewhere around then. Might get an hour of Squadrons in, we shall see. But, all right, everybody. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Caleb, thank you for becoming the latest member of the fleet, man. Be safe out there. And to everybody who supported the channel through Super Chats, thank you guys so much. To everybody who hung out and just listened to my dumb voice, thanks for hanging out. So, all right, and WeGen, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them to me on Twitter. I can hopefully point you in the right direction. So, everybody, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Let's all go to the 1990s mall, shall we? All right, everybody, enjoy yourself. Let's go buy some Airwalks. See ya.